Alright, and with that, we are off. As usual, starting in the Cap Kingdom. Not much to see here. Really, only difference is they'll grab a checkpoint at the top. That's really about it. So, yeah. And let's see, so it is not on screen right now, but I am looking at the board that they do have, and let's see, let's take a look at this. Okay, this is an interesting board. This is an interesting board for sure. We've got a few seaside objectives. We've got Captain Toad, Round Pound Moons. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything we'll be seeing in Cascade particularly? Well, we do have a couple of overall purple coin objectives, and for those of you 175 and 200. Oh, Eden taking an unfortunate death there in the Cap Kingdom. You hate to see it, but it does happen to the best of us. I know that happened in my match too, so shouldn't feel too bad about it. It's, everybody dies in Cap at one point. I think me and my opponent did it in my match too, so, it happens. Oh, having a bit of a hard time getting in the Cap Tower, but there we go. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything particular to Cascade on this board, but we do have sub-area moons, we have 2D moons, we have purple coins, so we could be seeing them get, maybe some sub-areas or one or two of the 2D moons, maybe some purples. Curious to see what they go for on this board. It's definitely an intriguing one. Alright, and then Zypher out of the Cap Kingdom, moving on to Cascade himself. And it looks like Zypher is going to be going for a overall purple coins objective, as since there is nothing that pertains to it on the board for just Cascade, yeah, I think he's going to be going for either 175 or 200. And then Eden now out of Cascade. Sorry, not Cascade. Cap Kingdom. Cap Kingdom. And yeah. And Zypher getting the first moon. And then we'll see if Eden goes for any of the purple coins on the way. Or if they decide to just go ahead and skip that objective. We'll see. Yeah, looks like Eden is going for the purple coins as well. So it looks like they're both going to be going for either 175 or 200. See which one they decide to go for once we get some more objectives cleared. So yeah. Just grabbing a few on the way to the first moon as Zypher makes his way into the Mad and Brutal fight. Yeah, definitely good to get purples in Cascade. It is one of the fastest kingdoms for purples, considering it's not a very big kingdom, and there are plenty of purples out in the open, pretty fast, pretty speedy. And we do need to go fast today. Alright, and then Zypher done with the Mad and Brutal fight. And then see what he does after this. See if he goes for any of the sub areas or 2D moons, anything like that. Alright, and then Eden making their way up to the Madame Brutal fight with the Dino. Oh. That's the nice part about Dino Skip, you know, it looks kind of scary like that, but, you know, you make it. You make it, you trigger the boss just like that. Yeah, Zypher getting some more purples. Maybe going for one of these moons as well. One of the 2D or sub-area moons. Interesting. Just getting purples so far. Getting 22 of them so far. Just going around Cascade, collecting them. Even having a little bit of trouble with the Madame Brutal fight. Yeah, the thing with Madame Brutal is if you don't get her into a certain position, sometimes it's really hard to get that chain chomp. The invisible barriers of that whole arena are just really weird and can be really tricky at times. You know, you think that you're not hitting the wall, but you actually are. It's really weird. So, looks like Zypher is going for a 2D moon. So, maybe he will be going for, there's some options. There is some options that he has, but I think we're just gonna have to wait and see for the first couple of lines. And looks like Zypher is going to be going for the 2D moon here as well. I don't know if he is going for sub areas. Oh, he's going for the 2D trick jump. Is he going to get it? Oh, very nice. Zypher getting the trick jump all the way over to this 2D section in Cascade. That is the second. Well, I've seen this a few times in Bingo so far, and it really is useful because I guess it probably saves like 10 seconds or so, maybe. Not having to go through the pipe and get your booty all the way over there. So yeah, just do a trick jump, boom. And it looks like Eden is also going to be going for either 2D moons or sub areas or both. We'll have to see, but they're also in the room, in the 2D room. Yeah, I'm going to guess that they're that Zypher at least is going for sub areas as well, because there wouldn't be really any other reason to get these purples or the moon without that. But yeah. Alright, and then, okay, Zypher going for, this timer challenge right here. Okay, so he could be going for the timer challenges objective. Interesting. Choosing to warp all the way over here. And then Eden just grabbing their, last moon in the sub area. See what they do after this. Could get another 2D moon, or just maybe get some purples and head on out. I don't know, I'll have to see. Zypher getting a lot of purples in Cascade, having 41 already, and that would be almost a quarter of the overall objective, even for 200. And then Eden getting the Luigi hint art right there. Good move. It's always a good move to get that hint art. You know, if you are in the area of it, is pretty, you know, good idea to get it. You know, even if you don't need it at any particular point, you know, it takes a couple seconds to spin pound on it or whatever, and then you have 200 coins extra. So, always a good move to get that. And they are also going for the other 2D moon, so it looks like they will more than likely be going for 7 moons from 8-bit sections. Looks like both of them are. And then Zypher done with Cascade. Moving on, getting a lot of purples there, and some moons as well, so Yeah. Oh. Yep. Bonking on the tiny little pebbles like that, because that is the geometry in this game. It's ridiculous you can even bonk on those when you can barely even see them. But yeah. Eden on their way out of Cascade now. Not far behind at all. Well, there is lockout bingo, but it just, for this tournament, just triple bingo is it's just the most common and the most, what most people do, so that's what it's used for this tournament. Lockout bingo exists, but I don't think a whole lot of people do it. And, yeah, at least for a tournament setting, it wouldn't really, I don't think it would really work nearly as well as this does, so. And it could be interesting, but not a lot of people have played it or shown interest, so. But yeah. Zypher in sand now, and he's getting some purples in the town. Probably a good idea. The purples in the sand town are very fast, very quick to get. Oh, still making the bird cycle. Nice. Then Eden also entering the Sand Kingdom, and it looks like they are also going to be grabbing some purples. Yep. And then Zypher immediately making his way over to the Koopa trace walking, so it looks like he's going to be getting that objective. And then Eden also getting another hint art. Interesting. Maybe they are going for, I don't know, just collecting some cash. Never a bad thing to have too much money. And then Zypher getting that one, so definitely, okay, I believe he's going for column 4, I would imagine. That's what my thought is right off the bat, but we'll have to see. And Eden also going for the Koopa trace walking. So I would imagine so far they're going for very similar objectives so far. Oh, just a little bit off on that one. And Zypher grabbing Jaxie. Let's see, sand-wise, what do we got on here? We've got Call Jaxie from 4 stands, so there's that, but that could blend well with other stuff, so they might be going for that, either of them. Yeah, and then Zypher, yeah, I definitely believe he's going for column 4. There wouldn't be much of any other reason to enter the sub-area, as it does have one of the 2 notes moons available in sand, the other being the regular notes on the palm, the normal any % moon. And yeah, and then Eden making their way to the alcove area right here, getting some more purples and sand. Getting some moons real quick. And Zypher choosing to finish out that sub area actually. Okay, Eden grabbing this checkpoint. Interesting, but always a good move. Got to have the checkpoints. Probably gonna get the purples in here. And honestly, I've never even thought about getting those purples, but they really aren't. They just kind of look a little bit slow, but to be honest, after seeing that, maybe they're not that bad. Might actually not be too bad of a choice. and making their way up the highest tower. And, oh yeah, gonna be getting another 2D moon here. That's an easy one. And then Zypher in the Oasis right now. Just got the cactus, so we'll see if either of them go for the tree in the deep woods, as there is an objective for capturing that and the cactus. And Eden getting that 2D moon and just heading out right after. Just collecting that, only needing that. And then, yeah, I think Zypher might be calling Jaxi from 4 stands. Grabbing some more purples as well. And then Zypher going into the shop, see what he does here. Maybe get some souvenirs or something? Yeah, that looks like what he's gonna do. Nope, Jaxi abuse. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's getting souvenirs. So he got 2 souvenirs right there, actually. So he could be going for... Okay, I think Zypher could be going for, definitely column 4, as I said earlier. But also, it's looking like he might go for, top left to bottom right as well. Because he's already gotten some sub-areas, he has gotten the timer challenges, and the 8-bit moons fits in there as well, and souvenirs, so far I think he's going for column 4, top left to bottom right for sure, and then maybe row 5 as well, probably row 5 actually. I think Zypher's board, yeah, I think it's going to be column 4, yeah, column 4, top left to bottom right, and then row 5. That's what it's looking like from what I can see. From what he's gotten so far, it seems pretty apparent, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that would be a pretty good route right there. That would be a pretty good route. And then Eden making their way to this sub-area. I would imagine their route is pretty similar as well. They've gotten very similar sub-areas, purple coins, all that, so... Oh. Fortunately slipping into the poison. Both of them taking deaths, actually. Both of them dying in the poison. I hate to see it. But, yeah. And even though these sub-areas may be a little bit out of the way, both of them do have purple coins in them. Especially the Bullet Bill Maze has 6. And then, they are fast sub-areas. They are fast sub-areas to do, so definitely worth if you are getting purples and sub-areas as an objective. And then Zypher heading into the Bullet Bill Maze right as Eden leaves it. And it looks like they are also going to be going for calling Jaxi from 4 stands. Oh, I did not know you could do that. I thought that if the Jaxi was sitting there right as soon as you leave, like, you can't call him from that stand, but apparently you can. Apparently that is something I just learned now, so interesting. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, I did not know that until Eden just did that. So, and yeah, Eden in the invisible maze now. Just probably gonna get the moons here and purples as well. I think both players are on very similar routes. Fortunate. But yeah, I think they're very similar routes. Purple coins, sub areas, the 2D moons, all of that stuff. And then Zypher, okay, so he's gonna go, oh wow, he's actually going for this one, surprising, because this is actually, like, probably, if you're not doing World Peace and Sand, or not getting at least the Harriet fight done, this is a very slow 2D moon to get, because you gotta do IP clip, you have to go all the way through the pyramid up here. Very, very slow. Although Cypher did have a nice IP clip. I will say that. Yeah. See what Eden decides to do with that. They have 3 2D moons themselves. So, yeah, and... Yeah. And then Zypher getting the last 2D moon in sand, having 4 so far, I believe. Although, did he get... I'm pretty sure he got the one in the tower, right? I would imagine so. So, coming out with 4. Unless he didn't. But, yeah. Okay, and then Eden actually getting the bird here, instead of in the town, as was in the old any percent route. Calling Jaxie from another stand, it looks like, or no, just heading right off. Just heading right off to, let's see what they do next. Looks like they're going to be getting the last 2D moon as well, in the inverted pyramid. Which I guess, I mean, yeah. Or luggage, or calling that, let's see. Getting more Jaxie stands for sure. And then Zypher going back to Cap, and he's going to be getting 25 purple coins, it looks like, that's for sure, but see if he gets any of the sub-areas here as well, as that probably would be a good idea. The sub-areas here can be fairly quick. Not the fastest, but they can be pretty quick. Alright, and then Eden getting some souvenirs here in the Sand Kingdom. So, still a very similar route to Zypher's. And she didn't get the inverted, or they didn't get the inverted pyramid moon, sorry. They didn't get the inverted pyramid moon, and that's probably a good call because that one is really slow. And they already have 3 of them, and there you can get 4 more by Metro, so yeah. Alright, and then Zypher getting the Shards Moon here, and both of them in the sub-area, so that's a whole sub-area right there. And Zypher, yeah, I'm kind of confused why he's doing there. Okay, looks like Eden made a Cascade revisit, and they are getting this having a little dance too, getting a souvenir there as well, and then getting timer challenge. Okay, yeah, see what they go for here. And Zypher going into, yeah, getting those moves in the sub-area. So he's already got a lot of sub-area moons. Already has like 10, I believe. I believe 10 so far. No, actually more. I think this actually, let's see, he got 3 in sand. So that's 6, 8. So he'll only need 1 more sub-area after this, I think, yeah. So he's just getting all the sub-areas just right out of the way. And then Eden making their way to a timer challenge. Yeah. I think they might have realized that they want to go for timer challenges just a little bit later, and yeah, definitely a better move to get the timers in Cascade. Even revisiting Cascade just for those is definitely better than getting World Peace just for timers in Sand or Wooded, so yeah. Alright, and then Zypher, yeah, just getting some souvenirs in Cap, and then looks like he's going to be headed out to Lake probably, and then Eden in Lake now. See what they get here. I didn't see, have they collected any purples yet? They have not yet, but maybe they will, maybe they will. Getting the 2D moon here. Getting that real quick. Yeah, definitely a good idea to get that moon earlier than later, too, because, do end up spawning on that whole other side, so... Alright, and then Zypher off to, getting the sand painting here. Interesting. What is Zypher getting in sand? Yeah, not exactly sure what why Zypher is returning to sand. I really don't know. I am rather confused by that. Okay. I guess, I think he realized he didn't get this 2D moon, but, yeah, I think Zypher, not really having a good idea of the 2D moons because, yeah, definitely lost a lot of time getting that in the inverted pyramid and having to come back to sand just for this. That's a lot of time lost right there, and he could have just gotten the 2D moon in a... Could have just gotten the 2D moons in Lake and Wooded and Lost and Metro and just done that and been fine, but... yeah, he just didn't know. That's okay. You know, that always happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. And it looks like Eden is getting purple coins, so they are going to be probably getting that 15 in the lake objective. So, yeah. But yeah, Zypher having to go back to sand, definitely giving Eden a bit of an advantage there, for sure. You know, I don't know who was really ahead, but either way, it definitely gave them a big advantage. And then, oh, Zypher doing lake clip, very nice. Getting lake clip, nice and clean. Alright, and then Eden fighting Rango. Got Rango on lockdown. Alright. Done with that fight, and then Zypher just going ahead and grabbing a lot of moons here, because it looks like he's going to need 20 based off of his board. Eden getting the last of the purple coins they need here. And then they are also going to be getting the timer challenges. Oh, getting that timer challenge just in time. It's always really cool when you get the timer challenge just right before it ends. Zypher getting also getting 15 purple coins, but oh yeah, and both of them are going for the overall regionals, so collecting as many as they can, probably. And Zypher making his way into the sub area. And then Eden out of Lake, just getting the timer challenges. Pretty quick visit. Not sure how many purple coins they have overall. I know Zypher probably has like... he's got a lot of them. He's got a lot, because he got a ton in Cascade, like 40-something. Oh, the trick jump there too, nice. Well, not really a trick jump, but it's a little bit of a risky jump to get up to that platform. It's not the easiest thing at all. And then, Eden now in the Wooded Kingdom. Just trying to chase down the bunny. Gotta give it a good old chase down. Yeah, and then Zypher finishing off the Rango fight. Probably just have to get a few more moons here in the lake. Right, and then Eden so far pretty much doing a any percent route. Pretty much doing the any percent route in Wooded so far. See what they decide to go for here. See if they get any purples, because really not too much other than that. You can get the 2D moon here as well. And I think Eden might need that one, actually. I know Zypher doesn't, but, yeah. See if he goes for it anyways, and see if, Eden decides to go for, yeah. Alright, and Zypher just grabbing the last few moons here in Lake, getting the timer challenges as well. Already got the notes moons too. So he's already well on his way to getting pretty close for the most part. Yeah, so far Eden has pretty much just been doing any percent. Yeah, this has so far just been the any percent route. So see if they get some purples down here. I think they are pretty low on purples in comparison to Zypher, and Wooded's got some pretty quick ones. So, or at least maybe they aren't going for overall purples. Not sure exactly. I mean, no, they must be. They must be. I would imagine. Unless they're going for, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see with this one. I mean, I would imagine they're going for overall purples, but... Oh. Having a little bit of a rough time with flooded pipes. It is a rough sub-area. And Zypher, doing that fun little first-person trick. Fun little first-person trick there you can do to talk to the lady right away. Walk lady. And then Zypher needing one more moon. And I think he hasn't gotten Chop yet, so I'm probably just going to get that. And then, yeah. And then Zypher getting some more purples here too. So he's got a lot of purples so far. Should be almost, honestly, should be getting pretty close to 175. And yeah. Still going out of his way to get these too. I don't know if that's really necessary at this point, but he just really wants those purples. Because there's a lot of faster ones in Wooded, but guess he just wants them right now. And then Zypher making his way out of Lake. Done with that. And then Eden's still doing any percent as normal for the Wooded Kingdom. A little bit of a gas jump there. Alright, and then Zypher back in Cat to get another timer challenge. Interesting move. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would definitely think that going to the Deep Woods and getting the timer challenge there and then getting People's Room in Metro would definitely be faster than that, but interesting. Yeah, guess he just didn't realize the timer challenge was there at first. But that's okay. That is okay. That is bingo. That is bingo. You just forget stuff sometimes. Happens to everyone. Oh, wait, really? I mean, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. So, I guess it looks like Eden is going to be going for, I believe, top left to bottom right, and then row 2 and column 3. I mean, those would align. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. And then Zypher now in the deep woods anyways, after he just went out of his way to go to Cap Kingdom to get one timer challenge. Yeah, I think he might have not realized that that's actually I don't know. I think Zypher's routing is just all over the place a little bit, but that's okay. That's bingo for you. You just gotta, sometimes you just lose track of things in your head properly and just, yeah, makes it hard. So I think with that, he's got 6 timer challenges, yeah. So he's already got 6 right there. Maybe he doesn't realize that the People's Room is actually a timer challenge, which that's very understandable. I didn't know it was until this tournament started, actually. Because, you know, it's not a scarecrow or anything, so you might not think it's a timer challenge, but it actually does count as one, so he probably just didn't realize that. But yeah, it's completely understandable. Eden making their way to Cloud. And in that case, since they're not going to be doing row 5 as I originally thought earlier, yeah. No need for purple coins in Wooded, so the 80% was the way to go for Wooded, yeah. That was definitely the smart way to go for that. Being able to do 80% in Wooded is really nice because it's just so fast, so much faster than doing most other routes in general that you could do in Wooded. And Zypher getting the top of Tall Tree Moon here, maybe getting some purples as well. No, not getting those purples, but he doesn't really need them at this point. He's got a lot of purples. I don't know how many exactly, but he's got to be close to 175. He's got a lot of them, so yeah, probably close to 175 at this point. Going for Nut Clip. I'm getting it. Very nice. Alright, getting that clean out of balance movement as well. It looks like he is going to be going for the 2D moon. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess you can go around that way. You can break the blocks, too, but I guess either of those ways are, like, probably about the same. I didn't even think about that. That's actually interesting. And Eden, now in the Lost Kingdom. Certainly a fun one. Probably going to be mostly any percent here as well. Probably going to be mostly any percent. Yeah, this one is a lot of early game investment so far. That's kind of this board, I guess. Well, yeah. The objectives are not the fastest. Most of them, at least. So yeah, Zypher really banking on that Metro finish being the play. Oh. Oh, fortunate death over the poison, as is very common in Lost Kingdom. And looks like they're going to be going for the 2D moon now. And go ahead and get that. And then they didn't get the one in Wooded, but they did. Oh, that's just sliding off the edge there. Unfortunate. Let's see, they got. So just needing a few more. Having some trouble with the 2D moon here. I think they did. 2 there, 1 there, 4. I believe this would be Eden's 5th 2D moon. I believe this is their 5th 2D moon. I think. It should be. Alright, and then this time the death actually being a good thing, because death warping there is usually faster than just going ahead and warping. And then probably just going to do mostly any percent from here on out, most likely. But yeah, so if Eden has 2 more 2D moons to go, I wonder if they are thinking of Seaside for 2D moons, because you can actually get the Hidden Maze ones there. And, you know, if you're already going to Seaside anyways, you know, those are a couple of fast 2D moons, so maybe they're thinking of that. Either way, we'll be able to get them all, for sure. See if they go into the private notes room when we get to... Oh yeah, you're gonna have to probably get notes anyways when we get to, Metro. Okay, alright, and then, Zypher out of Wooded now, and he just went ahead and pretty much did, for the most part, just any percent with the 2D moon mixed in there as well. And then Eden making their way into the Metro Kingdom as Zypher makes his way to Cloud. So even though Eden is quite a bit ahead right now as far as progress in the game goes, they still have to make their way to Seaside. So there is that. However, we'll see how that works out because, you know, even though Zypher, you know, can complete in Metro, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to complete first because, you know, he still has objectives to do in Metro. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough call. 9 treasure chest moons is not very good, you know. You might think treasure chest moons are quick, and they are, but also they are difficult. Like, or not difficult, but like for example, to get that many in a reasonable amount of time, you have to do late clip. You have to get the, you know, like you have to be able to do it, or you have to either you have to do lake clip, or you have to be able to swim. You swim all the way to the one treasure chest in lake. It's a lot slower than it seems. So I don't know if row 3 would have been the best play, and 200 purples as well, and that is a lot, you know. I mean, even though, you know, it's only a 25 difference, I don't know. I think either of them could be good though. 20 moons in lake is a lot. I'll say that. 20 moons in lake is a lot. But other than that, everything else is pretty good about row 5. So yeah. Man, they're pretty similar, I'd say. I wouldn't say it's way better though. I'd say they're very on par. Because 9 treasure chest moons can even... What? There's... Okay... I mean, you can get them by wooded, but that would be kind of slow, because 2 of the ones in sand are also hidden behind peace. So that's the other thing. They would have had to get peace with the treasure chest moons, which is, in this situation, slow. Quite slow. Zypher, unfortunately missing that 2D moon. I believe that would be that's going to be his last one, yeah. Alright, and then Eden making their way up the tower in Metro. Oh, getting this moon right here, and then they will be headed into the Mecha Wiggler fight. Alright, and then, yeah, Zypher just grabbing a couple extra moons here and lost, and, yeah, I believe just the extra couple ones he grabbed were the 2D moon, and, you know, the above the fuzzies, above the swamp. Over the fuzzies, above the swamp, whoops. And then, yeah, getting 2 extra moons and Lost is really fast, because Lost just has a lot of fast moons in general, so... Oh, yeah, not even getting the bridge moon, actually. Nice. Can't blame him for that one. Zypher, taking a moment, I think he needs to think about his objectives. Oh, no, that's time. Oh, that's a Lost finish. Oh. Oh, I see what he did there. Yeah, so Zypher already done. GG's to him, alright, 54-54. Honestly, pretty good for this board. Pretty good, pretty solid. You know, definitely kind of a bit of a hectic board, you know, things are a little bit all over the place, but yeah, I think he did pretty well with that. Not sure if the Lost finish was the best payoff, but it definitely was a good one. I definitely can see that it was a good one to do what he did. Definitely a good play. So, nice. Alright, so unmark that. And yeah. So it looks like Eden is just gonna have to make their way through Metro and then should be finishing things up in Seaside. Not too much to do there. If I am correct, they all they will need is a Captain Toad in Seaside, some ground pound moons, 4 of them it looks like, and yeah. And if they already have 6 timer challenges, then just getting the People's Room right there will be the next timer challenge. So yeah, probably just see them grab some purples, and then getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. All right, and then yeah, we're going to be joined by Zypher here. All right, how do you feel about that one, Zypher? How do you think it went? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How do you think that one went, Zypher? How do you feel about it?
I feel like I played really well, except for the 2 revis that I didn't need. I just completely forgot the timer and cap and the other 2D moon sand.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I definitely think. Yeah, I didn't know you were finishing in Lost. Actually, I didn't realize that for a moment, but it made sense after.
Yeah, every time you said he's going to Metro, I kept looking at my board. I'm like, did I miss something?
No, I just thought you didn't have enough. There was some objectives on there I did thought was Metro, but no. I don't know. You can get them all by
make
Lost.
sure I have enough regionals. I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, now your revisits make more sense. It definitely makes more sense why you went all the way back to sand and cap and everything. But yeah, I think it did pretty well for that one.
I could have skipped a sub area in cap. Because I got an extra one, because I could have just gotten floated pipes and wooded. I still ended with 16 minutes.
Oh, I see, I see.
And that would have been much faster than pretty much all the cap sub areas.
Could have been, yeah, but oh well, never know. The cap sub areas are pretty fast, to be fair, at least. Yeah, not sure what Eden is doing here now. Maybe they are. It
looks like she's just doing a longer version of it.
They are. I'm not sure if Eden is going to finish. Let's see if they are. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think Eden is just, you know, I think they just got a little bit mixed up on the objectives, and, well, that's okay. You know, that happens to the best of us in bingo all the time, so it happens. I'm not sure if they want to join for interview or not, but we will see, and then, yeah. And GG, Zypher.
Thank you. I'm not sure, but I think that means I'm moving on if we're doing 2 people move on. Because I won 2 of my matches.
I do believe so, yeah. I do believe so. Alright, I'll give Eden a moment. Maybe they're just chilling or something, but other than that, yeah. That was an interesting one.
So I'm definitely pretty happy with what I did. I just wish I remembered everything from Cap and Sand. I didn't have to go back.
Yeah, those are probably the biggest mistakes you made.
About 3 minutes, maybe even more to that.
Yeah, maybe something like that, but.
Yeah, I could have definitely gotten like a 50 on the board. Then maybe with better wooded routing, I could have gotten sub 50 if I just erased the death and lost, and then the rooting mistakes, just forgetting moons.
Yeah, that's definitely sub 50able with a.
And if I got an extra moon in Deep Woods, yeah, I could have sub 50.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, with good execution, that's definitely sub-50able, but still close, still close.
I do think my execution was fine, but it's just it was more of the forgetting things that lost me a lot of time.
Right.
Like this is normally I don't execute well in bingo, but I feel like this one I really did like better than I had before.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think with that, I guess we're good. I think we're good to go, unless I think we're okay. Do you have anything else to say, Zypher?
Or... Good luck everyone else in the tournament who still has matches to play, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people still have matches to play, so...
Yeah, we've got plenty coming up.
I know I'm done with all my matches, but just kind of wanted to get all the matches stress off my shoulder before school starts, and everything's a lot less heavy from here.
Right. Okay. Well, with that, I guess we'll be good to go. GG's to both of you again. That was a good match, and I definitely think even though Eden didn't finish it out, I think they still did quite well. They definitely had an idea of what they were doing. They definitely knew what they were doing, but just got a little bit mixed up in it. That happens. And yeah. All right. Well, with that, let's see. We've got a couple other matches today at 5:30. We've got on this same channel. We've at 5:30. We've got As Harkos versus Float 9. We've got that coming up, and then at 6 o'clock tonight on Speed Gaming 3, we have got Lucid versus Spyrosh, and so that'll be happening at 6. More matches all over the weekend, and all right. So with that, thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you all have a lovely day, and yeah, thank you. Alright, cool.